If they're arguing about national security, I would argue that one of the main pillars of having an energy transition is for energy security. Like, yes, it is better for the environment, but having a supply of your own domestic energy is very important. And I think that's why we keep seeing these wins for the sector.
But there was an interesting anecdote from their earnings call. Their earnings were not very strong, but actually share prices dropped quite a lot because during the earnings call they mentioned that Microsoft had a PPA auction in Finland, and they could not bid for it because Microsoft specifically wanted new renewables, meaning solar or wind.
I want to contrast maybe what we've heard from a name like Vestas with some of the other clean energy names that have reported so far this year. It really is bifurcated in terms of what we're seeing, in my view. So In-Phase, solar exposed name, we've talked about them plenty of times on this call, but you know, they got the opposite market reaction. I feel like you could almost characterize their quarter or their results in a similar way. We had pretty good set of results for 4Q full year, reasonably good guidance for 1Q, and the stock popped something like 40% the day after earnings.
I will say that these two projects that at least Sunrise Wind and I believe Revolution Wind both have standing agreements with the state for much higher prices than what's on traditional gas plants or whatever. But at least in Revolution Wind, part of the reason why Ørsted kept going with the project was the sunk costs that they already had.
With guidance basically going gangbusters, I don't see how that could really play out this year. Will it be the 20, 30, 40% growth we've been used to? I doubt it, but I do think we have another year of growth, especially with, you need to power these data centers with something, and you can't always get natural gas turbines. You can do that with solar and storage. I think we saw Total this week sign a 1 gigawatt deal to power a Google data center.
We have a very lackluster demand outlook for the UK, for gas demand in the UK. The reason being the new deployment of renewables. We think gas use for power in the UK is going to decline structurally through 2030.